Hey, what's going on YouTube? MarineX back at it again. Let's get to some more of these weekly deals. Okay, we are a little bit more than a week past the Amazon Prime days. Took everything that we had out of us, but the deals still keep coming. And anytime I find some, first off, I always indulge myself. Let's just keep it real, but also like to share it with you guys as well. So before we jump into Amazon deals, let's just find some deals I saw on other websites that I found to be quite interesting. Kaiser's doing an interesting clearance sale on a lot of different items, many of which I would be interested in myself, quite frankly. Some of this stuff is up to 50% off. So I'm just kind of slowly scrolling through here. If you see anything interesting, more than welcome to pause the video or actually just click the link in the description down below, because you might find something that is very interesting for you. The thing that kind of jumps out at me is that one thing I noticed that a lot of these companies that have flooded the market, these Chinese companies that have flooded the market with their knives, they have a lot of clearance sales because they're always coming out with new models. They always have a large abundance of overstock. So I almost recommend to people, for some of these companies, don't necessarily run out and buy any of these items as soon as they're released, because there's a high likelihood that you might be able to get them on a clearance in the future. If you want to get yourself like more of a basic looking Kaiser sheepdog, you can get yourself something like this, normally $99. This is $49.50. So just to kind of show you like the deals that might be had if you just kind of wait it out a little bit. Same thing goes on with Civivi as well. I've talked about Civivi is like a good, better, and best when it comes to Sin Cut, Civivi, and We Knife. Well, this is the better option, one above the Sin Cut, one below the We Knife. They're also doing a clearance sale, all sorts of items up to 50% off some different items. They're another Chinese company, flood the market heavy. They're clearing stuff out on Amazon. They're also clearing stuff out on their website. So, you know, it's some crazy deals that you got to kind of stay on top of, because you never know. The thing that kind of jumped out at me, the one that kind of drew the most attention for myself, was the Savant. I like the name. I love the look of this stabilized wood handle on this bad boy. 14C 28N for the blade steel. That's something that draws my attention. Normally 88.30. This is 57.09. That's a savings of 35%. Lots of different options from them as well. So take a look at that link in the description. Their bigger brother company, We Knife. Now these are the pricey boys. These are the ones where you get your nitros and your smooths and your sneaks and all those other pricey ones. They got unique names over there. Big prices, some up to 50% off some of the items. But you got to remember, the price point starts higher at these premium knives. They use different designers, premium materials, you know, high-end steels, especially for Asian steels and all that type of stuff. So take a look and see if there's anything that you've had your eye on from We that might be on a sale. Even stuff that's even a little bit more basic, like the Banter, the Sneak, stuff like that, you might be able to find a good deal for. So similar to, this is kind of like the big brother for the knife we just took a look at, which would be, let's see, the Smooth Sentinel. So this is kind of like the big brother for the Civivi knife we just looked at, but this is using a better blade steel. This is a CPM 20 CV blade steel. Still has the stabilized wood scale. So you can see where the pricing difference for the two, but normally $217, saving 25%, bringing it down to $162.75. Now, I like to talk about stuff that's a little bit outside of stuff that's very traditional, conventional as well. I love power banks. I just picked up the brand new power bank from Nicor. It's not on sale though. It looks very interesting. I'll talk about that when I get it in stock, but I'm always got my eyes on the Anker Mag Go power bank. This is going to be 20% off, automatically discounted when you add it to the cart. So that's normally 89 bucks. It should bring it around like 72 and some change. So this is going to be Qi 2 charging, and all phones are moving towards that wireless charging system. What does that really mean? That means that if your phone has Qi 2 wireless charging, like my phone has, then you can get up to 15 watt to ultra fast wireless charging. That's really fast for wireless charging. My phone can get up to 21 watts, just bragging on my Google with the Google wireless charger. But this is something to look at. I like the fact that this has a screen on the side. It's a big battery bank, 10,000 milliamp hour battery. And you can also charge other devices by just simply plugging them up on this side port here. It knows when you plug up something on the side, it will begin to automatically charge that item up as well. So if you want to charge something wired, then you can do that. And that's going to be really, really good. Olight. Now, Olight's not having a sale specifically right now. I just seem to always take a look at items that I know people like, and when they go on sale, I talk about them. They didn't send this to me. I just know that a lot of people like the Warrior Mini 2. This on Amazon is about $86. This normally hovers around $84 on their website. This is dropped down to $58.46. Why? I have no clue. This is a very good flashlight from Olight. Sometimes flashlights from Olight can be a little bit boring. You can carry this thing bezel up or bezel down, put it on your hat, put it on your cover. You get 750 max lumens, 220 meters of throw, so over 600 feet of throw, and a run time if you run it on the moonbeam setting for 45 days. Now, I like my favorite part of Olight is their moonlight setting or moonbeam setting. Usually you can get 1 lumen out these bad boys. That's a really good savings right there. It's kind of one of those sneaky deals that they don't necessarily advertising. If you're already in that line, you're looking for the next step up and keep something maybe in a pouch or something like that, this might be something that you may want to look at. Also, I like the i5T. And I like this price because on Amazon, you normally can pick this up for about $33. On their website, it's $39. And this is a little bit bigger than its smaller brother that uses 1 AA battery. This one specifically uses 2 AA batteries. So it's going to get you up to 550 lumens, 87 meters of throw, still almost 300 feet, a little bit shy of that for the throw operations. And so you get different modes from only 15 lumens to 550 lumens. This doesn't have that God tier moonbeam mode like some of the others. I think they're getting rid of this color because it's only this color, $25.96. If you look it up on Amazon, I can't even find this color. Leads me to believe they're getting rid of it. So I'm a big fan of that. Grab it while you can. Chicago Knife Works. I've bought things from them a very long time ago. This popped up on my radar. I just told you about Kaiser's clearance sale. This isn't even on their clearance sale. If you can get a Kaiser drop bear for $63.19, you buy a Kaiser drop bear for $63.19. The clutch lock on the Kaiser is fantastic. 154 CM blade steel. It's going to be a gray micarta, and as it ages, it's going to get like a greenish color on it depending on how you handle it. The color is going to be off on each different one. Micarta being a composite material, they're not all going to look exactly the same, and that's one thing I really liked about it. Has the pocket clip, all that good stuff. But here's the thing. This price is the lowest price I've ever seen on a drop bear. The micarta is the best I've seen them do is about $89, $88 on Amazon. This is a good buy it now price. If you've been trying to get your hands on a drop bear and you maybe get this and you get yourself some aftermarket scales, if they sell them, I don't know if Original Gold or AW2, whoever may sell them, or you buy scales directly from Kaiser, maybe get yourself the aluminiums and you be ready to rock and roll. Daily Carry Co. is having a crazy sale on their website. They're discontinuing a lot of items in preparation as they're coming up with new items. So they have some new folders they're coming out with. A couple of folders have failed, and I like the fact that they just let the public know, hey, we had a folder, it failed. And anyways, they got a lot of stuff that's going out, up to 50% off some specific items. So if you take a look at this, one thing I noticed, 15% off the mag blade, you getting 33% off the mag slide. They're discontinuing their toothpicks. They're heavily discounting their pocket pals and some of their pry bars. It's a crazy sale going on. It's a number of things that you may want. The thing I'm currently been using lately as my wallet has been the Zipmate. That thing is pretty awesome. That thing's down to $25. And the thing is even with the discount, you can also use the code Marine10. Use the code Marine10 and you can still get an additional 10% off, even on top of the sale. So you see I added some items here in the cart just to kind of show you what it would look like. And as you look at these, you see they go from $214, $21 off, getting that 10% savings. That's a pretty good deal. Next, we jump into the Amazon deals. Now, if you don't want to necessarily mess around with Daily Carry Co's website directly for whatever reason. You like the return policy on Amazon, or you just like, you feel it's safer even though it's nothing wrong with ordering from their website. Some of those same deals kind of carry over to Amazon as well. The toothpicks are being discontinued. You're going to see some crazy discounts on that. The pouch is normally something around the $40. No one pays that amount for it, but it does normally hover around $22. It's $18 or $17.49 depending on the color that you want. Too much to talk about. These savings aren't as good as their website. I also don't have an additional discount code, but these might be something on here you want. Maybe get a whistle or some other type of wallet. Whatever, go for it. I'm pretty sure you will be happy with that. This emergency radio. I love myself some Midland emergency radios. I think they're pretty awesome, but they're also kind of expensive. They're normally hovering around the $59 mark. And, you know, that might not be something you're 100% interested in paying. Absolutely. However, this is an emergency radio, 10,000 milliamp hour battery. It gets the national weather bands. It gets FM and AM radio, has a flashlight, charges with solar power. Very basic. They probably, you know, one of those, pick a Chinese warehouse, sell a radio. Okay. Normally $36. Right now it's $29.92. That's 19%. Then there's a clickable coupon here to get you 10%. Then I have a coupon that will get you an additional 40% off of this bad boy. It's going to put this thing sub like $14, $15. Throw it in your blackout kit, maybe your bug out kit, whatever, so you can keep abreast of that. It only works on the black and on the red colors, the coupon code that I have. These other ones it did not work on. You can try it, maybe it's working now, but there you go. Either one of these two I would snatch up in a heartbeat if I didn't want to invest in that Midland quite yet. Now, these solar panels I own, and they have the ratings kind of made me draw a pause. The reason I snatched them up is specifically because I have a code to get them 50% off. And then there's the clickable coupon gets you 50% off. But if that goes away, I've written the code down so you can paste it when you go to checkout. So that's going to drop this thing down significantly. Now, they say they can get up to 150 watts. When I tested it out, I maxed out at 110 watts, and I was like full sun. Like I had plenty of sun. So I take that with a grain of salt when they say 150, but just wanted to caution you that I didn't get 150, but I was still happy the fact that I'm getting 110 watts. And the thing is I can use this with a power station like an EcoFlow, but I can also just directly plug this into cell phones, laptops. Like 110 watts on a MacBook Pro is going to charge your MacBook Pro. That's fantastic. Use this thing off grid and all that good stuff, and you're ready to go. The Weeha Go Box Master Bit Set. Listen, I love Wera and I love Weeha bits. They're just really well made. The heat treatment they do on their bits makes them so that you don't have to worry about them chipping at the end, and chip bits start to strip your screws. It's a headache. This is a really good Torx bit set. You never know when you need Torx bit, whether security or regular Torx. You got stuff going all the way down to T7 up to T40. And that's going to be good for taking apart multi-tools, taking apart your knives. Now, you don't have a T6, and that's going to be important for multi-tools. So maybe grab that, add that to your kit, and you're ready to go. You can use this to be able to repair stuff, put this a part of your knife maintenance or multi-tool maintenance area. Normally $41.38. And this is on sale for 33% off for $27.88. If you absolutely must have the smaller T bits, then you can get the micro bit set as well. This is normally $34.98. 20% off takes it down to $27.88. And this is going to get you those micro bits. And so this is something that you can put on your maintenance area or take it with you on the go. T3 up to T20 with a few skips. And this is also going to get you stuff other than Torx bits. It's going to get you some of those Y bits, some P bits. You're going to get some slotted, some Phillips. I don't see Roberson, but you got a nice little selection here, and with a little extension arm as well. Weeha bits are fantastic. Now, this CJRB Pyrite, can't stop talking about it. It just stays in good shape. It's still a good deal. Launched at $39.99. They dropped it to $29.99. They dropped 1 cent off, so it's $29.98. I know that sounds a little nonsensical, but I love this thing. FRN scales, great blade, over 3 inches of cutting, great for utility cuts. $29. This is the type of knife that you can get yourself out of a gas station knife, move into a very durable knife. CJRB, you hit this one out the park with the Pyrite Light. And I love the blade length. That's my favorite part of this. Whenever I pull this thing out, it may be a couple of weeks and I pull it out, man, I actually forgot how much I like this bad boy. So that's a savings of 25%. And I have it in both colors, and I am highly satisfied. I'm waiting for my pest control guy to come back to my house. I'm going to give him the blue, and we're going to be in some great shape. Speaking of gifts, this is a super cheesy gift, but I thought to myself, if you're the person that's known as EDC, if people around you know you for EDC, then why not get a bunch of magnetic bits? Maybe you don't use these for your repair stuff, but you can give it to somebody who's always breaking stuff, losing stuff. They need to repair their glasses, take apart a laptop, whatever. This is $16.99. Most people do pay. See, it says $11.99. That's what most people pay. This is $8.49, so you're really probably saving about 30%, not 50%, but it's still a really good deal. Now, they call this stocking stuffers a trash name. These Amazon names are crazy. Gifts for dad and husband and all the other type of stuff, but I really do see this as a gift for the future. Buy a bunch now, because they're going to start to slow down the sales. They're probably not going to have another sale unless if Amazon does another big day like they did last year, or Black Friday, the sales will be similar. But I will buy like 5 or 6 of these. Give one to your barber, give one to your lawn guy, give one to the guy that delivers your newspaper. They're going to be like, oh man, it's awesome. He gave me a little tool set. So that's well appreciated. If you're trying to figure out if you want to get into pry bars, I showed you the daily carry code bit. They have an assortment of pries. None of them can get down to $6.49. I particularly don't use a pry bar on a daily. I have a pry bar a part of my knife maintenance area. If I'm trying to take the scales off a knife and then there's like a liner, sometimes like the liner and the scales get stuck, that's when I use a pry bar. Okay. So I'm not using it daily. I'm not scraping stuff. But if you really think you want to add a pry bar to your EDC, I would recommend getting something affordable, reasonably priced, and try it out, because if you hate it, you spend $6.49. They also have it in more solid. This might be a little bit more durable for actually using on a hard use scenario. Bottle cap lifter, nail puller, a slotted screwdriver. This is a pry bar. This is at a minimum what you're going to get out of it. This one has more of the area for if you want to actually take a part of a boat. That's why it has these holes in the middle. How useful is that going to be? Not quite sure. It does have the screwdrivers and serrations and all that. But if you try it and you don't use it, then you didn't spend a ton of money. But I love me some Hero clips. I like them a lot. The Hero Clip mediums, normally $22.95. This is $19.50, 86% claimed. You might want to jump on this sooner than later. I don't know if every color is a part of this deal. Let me click on black and brown and see what happens. No, it's not. So black and brown's $27. So yeah, click the link. I don't, unless I can see my Hero Clip, I don't really care what color it is. But you might if you're really going to be using it for photos. If you want a bigger one, this is almost a max size. They have the one that's huge. It can hold up to 100 pounds. This is the large one. This is one step below that. This bad boy is great for hanging humongous items in your garage. You see this guy's hanging a big backpack up here. This one can hold up to 100 pounds. This is the biggest one. So what I use this one for is I sometimes need to hang my e-bike up so I can do a quick maintenance, and I hate bending down or whatever. This can hold my e-bike, which weighs 86 pounds easily, does not bend, break. I don't even get nervous that it's going to do either of those two things. Normally $20.18, 18, 10, 10% savings. I don't know if it's let's try this, see if this is every color. No, it's not. So there you go. Make sure you click the link and get the specific one. Now, I like these adjustable belts. This is a 100% nylon belt made in the USA, or some of them are imported, but this is a 511. They call this a duty belt. I like to carry these sometimes because these are great for quick adjustments. You eat a lot of food, you can adjust it. You lose a little bit of weight, you can make it strong, make it even tighter. Now they have two different sizes. The medium is unavailable, but just buy the extra large because these can be cut and burned. So you can cut it and burn it and make it the size that you need it to be. That's why I like these a lot. And so they have 5 rows of stitching throughout the belt, so it can take a heavy load. Just can take, like, if you want to run some mags on it or something like that. So you can wear it for duty patrols, or you can just wear it with your CCW if you like to do stuff like that as well. Wrapping it all up, this one kind of chubbed me up for the man cave. Okay, so currently in the man cave, I had a DIY solution for my tools. I scrapped it. I bought a 6-tool solution. So it holds some of my drills, my right angle drill. It holds my brad nailer, but it doesn't hold everything. I still have some stuff in the drawer. Then this 8 drill holder with more rows, more layers popped up. Normally $77. I checked the history. Most people pay $66. So let's just say it's normally $66, $62.96. Plus, there's a clickable coupon to get you 20% off. That's going to get you $12 more off. Yeah, that's a really good deal. Now you can get everything off the floor. You can even hang like your bags. You come in, you got an EDC bag, a sling or something like that, hang it from the rafters. I hang a poncho for mine. I put battery chargers on mine. You don't have to just put power tools on it, but lots of different deals for you. Thank me down below because I stopped work. You see the monitor on behind me? I was working. Found these deals for you and presented them to you. If this is your first time stopping by, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you part of the battalion. If this is not your first time stopping by, join the Discord, themarinex.com/Discord, or click the link in the description. I would love to see your pocket dumps, guys. We will speak soon.